Hi cozy friends, how are we this week? Everybody wants a cute console, a cute Switch. You want to make your Switch something that reflects your own personal taste and aesthetic, and I get that. And sometimes consoles just aren't cute. Like, they're not cute. Like, the colors they come in aren't that cute. Sometimes I'm not even sure what their target demographic is for these consoles, but it's definitely not me or people like me. But luckily, there is a whole host, a whole category of accessories that allow us to customize our Switches and our consoles to perfection. So I'm going to be talking about all those today and just giving you the lowdown, everything you need to know, where to go to get the things you need to customize, what you can get, what you might not want to get. And at the very end, I'm going to be applying is the word. At the end, we're going to be applying a skin to my Pro Controller. I bought a skin for my Pro Controller so long ago and I just never got around to applying it. So we're finally going to do that so that you can have like a little demo of what that looks like, kind of how easy it is. Let's get into the general accessories. The first thing we're going to talk about is skins, because I think this is the easiest and most drastic change you can make. The change it makes for the effort you put in is huge and worth it, if that makes sense. Very, very affordable, which is very nice. You can just get a $20, $30 skin. It looks exactly how you want it to look, and it takes, minutes to apply. There are so many options for skins, and they come for like every single console that's out there. Like all of the modern consoles for sure have them. They may even have some skins for older consoles, but I know for sure they have skins for modern consoles. PlayStation, Xbox, Steam Deck, Switch, for all of those, as well as the controllers, as well as like phones, iPads, Apple Pencils, things like that. Kindles, they have skins for everything, and I love that. So when an item such as this does not come in a color that you deem aesthetically pleasing, I wish there was a skin for this mic, because look at this thing. Get a skin for it. I think that is your best bet. I will say getting a skin for a console makes more sense than getting a skin for a controller, because there are so many controllers out there that I think just like finding a cute controller that matches your aesthetic is much easier than trying to apply a skin. And then especially with a controller where you're so hands-on all the time, it just might get a little more wear and tear versus a console. Maybe if you're docking it and you're not like hands-on with it all the time, the skin's gonna last a long, long, long time. So my personal advice, if you want to customize your controllers and kind of like peripherals to your console, I would look into just getting cute controllers. Like from that company, like Xbox I know has a controller shopping option. Like you can completely customize a controller on their website. And then Amazon has tons of really cute like third-party controllers. And then on Etsy, you can find Joy-Con controllers where somebody has done the work of shifting the shell color out for you. You can do it yourself. I know it's a little bit hard. You can also just pay someone to do it for you. And that's what I've done here. These are like wood grain actual shells. And I prefer that because I use them so much in my hands and I just don't want the wear and tear on the skin and then like having to replace the skin. That's kind of my skins versus not skins opinion. I even break that rule myself because on my Switch Lite, I have a skin and I love it and I'm never taking that thing off. Really, it's figuring out what works for you, how you use your console, etc., etc. But I have a skin on my Switch Lite and I have a skin right here on this part of my Switch and on the dock itself. Da-da-da-da. Here's my like chocolate themed Switch dock. So because I have this dock so often, these pieces don't get touched a lot. I have the skins on them. I've had them on for over a year. Perfect. No issues. I love it. Looks beautiful. But again, I have the custom like Joy-Con shells on the Joy-Cons that I take off a lot. So where do I get skins? I am very, very loyal to one specific company. I'm sure you can find other companies that you will love just as much as I love this company. However, I've tested this specific company for years and years. I've had the skin I've had on my Switch Lite for over 2 years, I believe, or very close to 2 years, and she's perfect. She's pristine. I also had a different skin on that Switch for a long time. Peeled it off, no damage to the actual Switch. If I haven't said the name already, it's Sticky Tech. I love Sticky Tech. They're great. This is not sponsored. I just love them very much. I do have an affiliate code with them. They are very nice for giving me an affiliate code. I appreciate that very much. You can get their skins without my code. You can get another skin completely. I have no stake in this, but I know I love them and I consistently buy their products with my own money. So I hope that means something to you because it means something to me. Just Google whatever console you have and then skins, find the aesthetic you like, make sure you find some reviews, make sure it doesn't damage the exterior of your console because there are some that are not good quality. And yeah, the next are thumb grips, and y'all have already seen some of my thumb grips. I have some here. Here's little cows, and here are my favorite ones. They're little mushrooms. I love them. I've just accumulated so many throughout the years. Like I just have a bunch of these like hanging around of just a bunch of random ones. Here's more mushrooms. Here's a dumpling one. Dicky Tech has them. Amazon has them. I will share links to my general like Cozy Gamer storefronts where I have like a collection of just different ones that I think are cute. But literally just like search on Amazon cute thumb grips. They're gonna come up. Like you're gonna be browsing for a while because there's a lot. And I remember back in the day, back in like 2019, 2020, there was like 2 options of cute thumb grips. And now they've come out with so many cute ones and it makes me so happy. They have big ones and little ones, so that's something to keep in mind because Switch's versions of these are much smaller than like the Xbox controllers or even the Pro controllers. So keep that in mind when you're looking because they'll have like the bigger ones versus the smaller ones. Next are more practical things. So one of the things that I kind of totally forgot about because now I just dock my Switch and I don't use my Switch Lite as much. But I remember my hands cramping after using my Switch Lite for a long time because it's kind of just like weirdly positioned, you know, like it's just not it's not ergonomic. Okay. Especially not after like 10 to 12 hours of Animal Crossing a day, okay? But they do have these cases, like they can be like snap-on cases or like slide-on cases where it makes it more ergonomically comfortable to hold in your hand. So it kind of adds maybe like a little bump in the back so that instead of kind of holding it like this, you're holding it like this, and it makes it much more comfortable to hold for hours and hours and hours on end. So very practical. They don't tend to be like super, super cute, but I think as accessories go, they're one of the more helpful ones. So definitely something to consider if your hands are hurt. Also something to consider is just like getting a little stand, something like this, and you can just prop your Switch Lite up and then Bluetooth controller, Bluetooth third party, Pro controller, whatever you need. You can connect a controller to this, prop it up, and then you're good to go. You don't have to hold it in your hand in an awkward way forever. Early onset arthritis from trying to, you know, decorate your village. Also screen protectors. I wish I got screen protectors earlier. I don't have a screen protector on this. I don't have a screen protector on my Lite. I absolutely should just throw my Switch Lite in my bag when I'm traveling and I've scratched the screen more times than I can count. Like tiny scratches, but still I notice them and it bothers me. So if that's something that's gonna bother you, if you're kind of like reckless, you know, you throw your Switch in your bag like I do, I know, so bad. Get a screen protector. They have them on Amazon. And make sure if you are getting a skin to put it under your skin. So do screen protector first, skin over. Speaking of just throwing your Switch in your bag, there are definitely things that can keep that from happening. And I only just started using these. So I no longer just throw it in my bag and let the screen touch things because I have cases. I talk about these 2 specific cases all the time because I looked far and wide for cases that matched my aesthetic and I could not find them for years and years. I started playing on my Switch in 2019. Since then, I had to get like a gray Switch case. I had to get like a bright blue Animal Crossing one. And that doesn't match my aesthetic. You can tell that. I can tell that. Everybody can tell that. And I'm sure a lot of you felt my pain. Recently, that has changed. The landscape has shifted. And who do we have to thank? Yet again, Sticky Tech, but also a brand called Paper and Word. I know if you're like, that is huge. What are you talking about? This is a book sleeve. But aside from book sleeves, they have Switch sleeves. Oh my God. Y'all, I love these things. You can just throw them in, just toss them in. It's soft, it's protected. Throw them in your bag, you're good to go. If you're someone who's just like, I just want to put my little Switch to bed and I want it to have a comfy little bed and tuck it in at night, it's perfect for you. And I love that. And they have really, really, really cute patterns. And then once again, we have Sticky Tech. I'm not even kidding you. I specifically looked up like a month before I found these. I was specifically looking up like brown Switch case, brown sleeve case, brown purse, looking bag, Switch. I looked so hard. It did not exist. They created this. Like they made this prototype and I am so happy that they did. I'm so grateful for it because this is so, like, how cute is this? They have like a cream one. They have like a teal one. I think a purple and a pink and a black too. 2 different sizes. So they have one for Switch Lite. They have one for regular Switch. Snaps open. What's that? Game cartridge holders. Plenty of room in there. Really just like sits firmly so it's not like squishing the joycons. It's just like there's enough room for it to sit in there. I just want to thank every cozy gamer that got into the accessory space who has made this space one that all of us can feel seen in. It just makes me so happy. It makes me so happy that these things exist now and I can share them with you guys. If y'all don't care about aesthetics and you're like, well, I want like function, there are so many good like hardcover cases. If you're like, I don't want my joycons to get like squished around. They exist. You can find them, I believe. But in terms of like aesthetic ones, these are the two companies I have found that like are doing the dang thing. Slowly and slowly, more brands are starting to come out. So just keep your eye on the market, keep your ear to the ground, but I'll be doing that for y'all, so you don't have to that much. Lastly, are charms. If you look up just like headphone jack charms, you'll find tons, like a ton. But this specifically came from a Cozy Gamer, so it is specifically a Switch charm, and it is a little mushroom, and I have a little pancake one too. It's in my 3DS. I love it. Just little things like this really, really set it off, you know? It really sets it off. You could even make your own as a little craft. This one, I don't know if I said it already, it's for Moonflower Clay. I love her, and she just released a couple of these, and she's planning on releasing more, so that's another one to keep your eye on her Instagram, Moonflower Clay. I will make sure to have a lot of these things on my storefront, on my like Cozy Gamer storefront, the general Cozy Gamer one. I put a lot of just things I think any Cozy Gamer would like, and I update it quite a bit. So if you're like, I feel like shopping around in the Cozy Gamer category, just go to my storefront. I probably have updated it. I'll have a QR code here for it, a link in the description, and all of the things here will be in there. And now, without further ado, let's get into the skin application on my controller. I'm so excited. So here is my Pro controller. My cat does eat plastic whenever I have plastic around, so that's what that is. So they have application instructions. What you'll need: clean surface, lens cleaning wipes, and a hairdryer. I don't have a hairdryer. I talked about this in my last skin application video. I am still the same person, okay? If there's a little imperfection, I don't care. But I understand that a lot of people do. And so the hairdryer is to like loosen the vinyl so that you can stretch it and make it perfect, smooth out any bumps, etc., etc. I won't be doing that. I think somebody said they used like their oven, either an oven and they like held it in, and we just don't do that. Do not do that. Okay, it sounds extremely dangerous. Don't do that. Or it was either an oven, toaster, or like their space heater, something like that. I thought that was hilarious, but don't do that. Be safe. Hairdryer only. Don't touch the backing too much, and start applying it around the buttons, which I think is a really, really good tip. This is an alcohol wipe as well, so it's really getting all lint and schmutz. I think I'm gonna start with the main piece. I'm gonna start with the head haunch main piece. I have seen some Switch companies like essentially say that, hold on, let me focus. Just smoothing. I've seen some skin companies like use the button stickers and put them on the buttons. And that is bizarre to me. I don't understand that. Because, like, you use the buttons. Like, that's not gonna last well. I've never seen Sticky Tech do that. I don't think you're supposed to do that. Like, it doesn't make sense. Because the buttons are round. It doesn't even, like, stay on the buttons. But, you know, to each their own. If you like that, then you do that. You know, you do that. Okay. So, see how, like, this is perfect and this is not. What I'm gonna do is just keep working on, like, adjusting, picking up, smoothing with my nail. So I'm gonna do that. Here we have the skin. What I do instead of straightener time, okay, I rub with my finger very hard. You rub, you create like a warmth with your body, and then you keep smoothing. You smooth until you can't smooth anymore. Whether it's the fault of the applicator or it not having a hairdryer, it's not gonna be perfectly perfect. That's a dang good looking skin right there. Okay, I will say, like, these are basically like perfectly cut out to be like the perfect size. So if it's not going on correctly, it is actually just like an application error. That one we did great. Look at that. I know less rounded edges and stuff, but this one has a lot of rounded edges, so I'm a little worried. But like I said, we're not looking for perfection here. This was a good one too. This was a really good one. And moving on to, it kind of looks cute like that. It looks like a little panda. Okay, time for the big handle parts. I don't know, y'all. Do you like it better with or without this one? Because there's not like a back one, because I think your hands go there so much. This is when a hair dryer really would come in handy. I think I'm going to do it without. I think I'm going to take it off. But I mean, okay, y'all can see it does not damage the actual thing. And that's that, y'all. We did it. Now I'm gonna keep rubbing these out to get these little guys out because they're really small and easy to get out. Like the directions do say, a hair dryer is gonna be the most efficient way to get that out because it loosens up the vinyl and it allows you to get it on there how it should be. But that's that. That's my little customized controller. But this is what a quick little customization. This took us how many? Not even 10 minutes to put this guy on, add these little thumb grips, and already way cuter. Thanks for coming with me on that journey, and ask me any questions in the comments. Give your favorite recommendations in the comments of stores, of techniques, of whatever you can think of for customization, because we all deserve to have our consoles looking exactly how we want them. I stream Cozy Games on Twitch. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram a lot, and I post videos twice a week on YouTube. I love you. Stay cozy. Bye.